Subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and never miss an update from Latestly.
Brother Nariman, expertise in the law should not overshadow the fact that he is a well-versed in variety of different topics. I have already talked about the fact that he is a priest of Parsi faith and he has immense knowledge when he comes to religious matters. He published a book on the topic in 2016 when he was a sitting judge of this court and has given many lectures in the field. I heard him during the L.M. Singhvi Memorial Lecture in 2019 when he spoke about reincarnation from a comparative religious perspectives. I was very much impressed with his oratory skills and his vast knowledge. I must also state Brother Nariman is a great lover of Western classic music and has lectured even on this topic. It is rare to find those who stand by these principles. Brother Nariman is one of them. I mentioned during my reference earlier today that Brother Nariman's retirement, I feel like I am losing one of the lions that guarded the judicial institution. Our loss will be a huge gain elsewhere. I am sure that gain will continue to be for the larger public good. I wish him all the best, all his future endeavors. Madam Sanaya Nariman, stellar support to Brother Nariman needs to be recalled on this occasion. Let me wish Brother Nariman and all his family members the best of health and happiness. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
My sense of pride lies in the fact that Justice Nariman was my chamber junior. I have had very eminent juniors who have attained high positions in life, including Justice Murugesan, who retired as Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court, 2 union ministers, and several celebrated senior advocates. But the star among them all is Justice Rohinton. Not merely because he was elevated to the Supreme Court, but for the judgments that he has delivered, which have contributed significantly to the development of jurisprudence in the country. Even as a young lawyer, one could gather that Justice Rohinton was a multi-potentiality with diverse interests and expertise. He had an unquenchable thirst for knowledge and dazzled his audiences with his punditry. His greatness as a scholar and as a jurist is in part due to his insatiable desire for knowledge, which has ensured that he remains a lifelong student, irrespective of his high stature or position.
Justice Nariman, his retirement evokes very mixed feelings in me. In my tenure, it's my privilege that I am hosting this event today for his retirement. But it's also my loss as the president of the bar and on behalf of the entire SCBA that we are losing a brilliant judge. He, like all other senior advocates, made his name and fame in this institution. But he, unlike the others, repaid that debt by accepting the office of becoming a judge of the Supreme Court. I remember Justice Nariman as a lawyer, and I can share one secret with all of you, that his one day earning, a good day earning, would be more than what Justice Nariman would earn salary in these entire 7 years. So that's the sacrifice that Justice Nariman made by becoming a judge.
It is with mixed feelings that I leave this fantastic institution. The first feeling is one of enormous relief. I will not have the usual pile of briefs at 6 a.m. awaiting me. I will still wake up at 6 a.m. by force of habit, but for the first time will be able to do what an ordinary citizen does. I have belonged to this institution now for I don't know how many years. I came here in 1979. Those were fantastic days. I still remember we had outstanding judges, and as young people at the bar, we used to go and sit in Justice Krishna Iyer's court more than anybody else's. He had sparkling eyes. He was a genius. And he was unfailingly courteous to every single member of the bar. So one learnt a lot from Justice Krishna Iyer as to how to be a genius, how to be patient, and how at the same time to be unfailingly courteous when members of the bar address you. I still remember an interesting incident. Some lawyer was going on and on about, in a criminal case, about an alibi. And Justice Krishna politely said no once, no the second time. Finally looked at him and said, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Dismissed. Apart from this, I was very fortunate in that I was able to attend 3 mammoth cases in that 1 year before I went to Harvard. And I was able to see at very close quarters 5 of the giants of our profession. I was very fortunate that I was the only person briefed with the great Nani Palkhiwala in the first Minerva Mills case, which as all of you know, dealt with what was left of Mrs. Gandhi's amendment, the great 42nd amendment, namely Article 31C and 368, 4 and 5. The forensic brilliance that I saw in those, 25 days or so, I have never seen since. This man's greatness was that he spoke with extreme simplicity. Anybody could understand. His thoughts were exceptionally clear. And above all, he buttressed whatever he argued with example after example, to lead to the inexorable conclusion to which he was leading. I remember at one stage of the proceedings, Justice Untwalia, who was a little garrulous, kept on and on at him and kept saying, look, Mr. Palkhiwala, you are preaching capitalism. We have chosen the path of socialism. We heard him out and afterwards said, has your lordship quite finished? So Justice Untwalia said, yes. So he said, not even a lunatic, and he shouted the word so that everybody jumped, would ever dream of crossing the wall from West Berlin to East Berlin. Now, it was this kind of advocacy which one never ever saw. It was so effective, it was so brilliant. I was very fortunate to assist him in that case. And opposing us was none other than the learned Attorney General at that time, Lalnarayan Sinha, and the very young additional Solicitor General, Shri K.K. Venugopal. For that, it is very clear merit must predominate, subject of course to other factors, but merit always comes first. And I would second Shri Vikas Singh in saying that it is time more direct appointees were elevated to this bench. I would also say and exhort those direct appointees who are asked never to say no. It is their solemn duty, having reaped so much from the profession, to give back. It's very, very important.